So from military presses to Arnold presses to lateral raises, you guys have a ton of moves that are gonna help you pack size onto your shoulders and build raw strength. The one thing we tend to not do with our shoulder training, we don't always build that shoulder mobility. That's where a unique move like the halo comes in, the move we're gonna show you today. So the great thing about the halo, we're gonna get to build strength because this is still an underrated strength move, but we're also gonna build shoulder mobility, learn to really move through a full range with our shoulders, and there's more too. You get to really use your core, your abs are gonna come into play more than you realize because they're gonna really pull your rib cage in. You're gonna learn how to focus on keeping that rib cage in and not overarching at the spine. That's the other great thing about the halo. So it's a super versatile move and it can be done with a variety of implements. You can do it with the mace, you can do it with the dumbbell, you can do it with the kettlebell. Today we're gonna show you how to do it with the kettlebell. It's a great starting point and we're gonna get to that right now. So the halo can be done like a lot of shoulder moves from a variety of different stances. You can do it standing, you can do it kneeling, you can do it half kneeling. We've got Brett here and we're gonna show you guys a half kneeling version. Again, this is one of my favorite ways in general to do shoulder motions because it really helps make sure your glutes are firing and we stay out of that lower back. So let's get Brett into this half kneeling position. There's a lot of things happening under the hood that we want to think about as we set up for the halo. And to get the most out of it, you've got to get those things down. So that's what we're gonna run through right now. The first thing Brett's gonna do, obviously he's in that strong half kneeling stance, and then he's gonna pick up the kettlebell and he's gonna hold it. He's not holding this in a relaxed position, he's gonna hold it strong right in front of his face with a little bit of height to it, and this is gonna be his starting position. Now what happens with the rest of his body is critical because that's gonna allow us to really get the most out of the shoulder mobility for the move and also to get the core benefit. So Brett is really thinking now about hyper contracting his abs. He's using his abs to pull his rib cage in. The other thing he's doing, and you're not gonna see this, he's really keeping those shoulder blades tight. He's got nice tension back there because again, we wanna keep those shoulder blades back and tight and we wanna make sure that we're not moving throughout our thoracic spine. We wanna make sure that most of the movement is coming from our shoulder joints. And his shoulder blades are nice and tight. Now he's all set up to do the halo, so now we're gonna show you how to do the move. So now Brett's all set up to do the kettlebell halo. Now we're gonna start to do reps. The kettlebell halo from here is pretty simple. All he's gonna do, he's really gonna make a very tight halo around his head, and that's how he's doing the motion. The thing he's focusing on though is, again, keeping those abs contracted. What's gonna happen here, let's show them this, Brett. If he doesn't keep those contracted, he's gonna start to flare. Suddenly he's gonna get wide with it. Then we're not really getting the shoulder mobility benefit, we're suddenly losing the core benefit, and now we're just basically spinning a weight around our head. The way we wanna do this in reps, I'd like to do 2 reps to one side, then 2 reps to the other. That way you get a little bit of motion going both ways, but you're not just simply doing 1 rep, then settling, then another rep, then settling. So think of doing this in 4s. Think of doing, say, 4 reps, 8 reps, 12 reps. Always do 2 reps to a side, then 2 reps to the other side. That'll get you in a nice rhythm, help you get a lot out of the move. So there you guys have it, the halo, one of my favorite moves to get into shoulder workouts because you're not just building that strength, but you get to build that mobility. And this is a move that you can use in a variety of different ways in your workouts. You can use it on just a standard upper body day, pick up a lighter kettlebell, do say 3 sets of 12 to 16 reps, working with a lighter weight and just working patiently through that range of motion just to get your shoulders nice and warm. Or you can use this in your standard shoulder workout, go a little bit heavier, drop the reps a little bit, say 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. That is going to develop some muscle there. Either way, you want to get this move in your workouts. It's one of the most underrated shoulder moves out there, so make sure you're doing it.